So you've loaded up MocuMocudance and want to load some models and motions. I'm on my Oculus DK2, a good old from 2014, still works, and I have deep motion on, and I'm using a Razer Sabertooth Xbox 360-like controller. I use my A button to get the menu, my B button to select, let's select Miku, and A button to remove the menu again. Physics are going haywire, so we need to fix that. A button for menu, character setting. A lot of models have this problem. Physics settings, disable. Let's get that here where it's supposed to be. That's the fun part about you can interact with them. So let's load a motion. That's A for menu, B for motion, or B for select. Go into the motions, and we can take this one, and A to remove the menu again. So that's it. Now you can stop her using is that gonna be not this on the Xbox 360. It has a start, and I think it's a back. The back one pauses motion. Otherwise, you can go into the motion file order and select empty again. So that works really well for one model for motion. But if you want more models, then you need to go into the character and say add character. She's gonna pop up over there. And let's load. Let's take Luca. Need to fix her physics. And we need to have her sync timing wise with Miku. And since Miku is the one that's being synced, we need to load her motion first. Because then we can stop Miku, go over to Luca and load her motion. Then we can start it all. So let's do you see, I've made these. The first one here with the 1, that's the one with the sound on, and then there's number 2 here with the extra on. I had to put the number 1 and 2 in front of them because otherwise it would put the extra above, and I don't want that because that's the main file. Because that one has the sound, the extra does not. The reason I do that is because if I have made a scene with 5 models or so, if I load all 5 of them with the sound file on their motion, you will, if it takes a little while to load, then you'll suddenly hear that the song starts with each model that loads. That's kind of annoying. So I have the extra motion for the models that don't need it. Let's pause her. Let's change to Luca and load the extra. Start. Now this works well because it's a one model motion, so of course they're gonna have to stand at each their own site place. You get the idea. So there are motions made for multiple models that need to be loaded a little differently. Let's see, we are on Luca right now. We need to go in and disable motions for a short while here. And we have Miku. So now if we go down here and choose a motion that has more than one model and is kind of unique, Did I go too far? No, I didn't. Now we are at 2 models motions. We want this one. Miku is gonna be the left and Luca is gonna be the right. And stop. Change to Luca. No motion right. Start. Now this is a motion made for multiple models, so they actually have the same center. So if we load them up now, you'll see at some point it's gonna be messed up. Like now. It's gonna be worse. There. See, you're gonna have problems like this. So you need to align the models before you do these multiple model motions. Let's see, we need to stop their motion so they will return to their center. Empty. We need to change to Luca. And we will use the Y button on the controller. Can't remember what it is on the keyboard. O, I think it is. We have character move mode. And we can move her in and align her fairly. That's gotta be it. We need to push the Y or O button until we get the camera move towards us again. Can fix that. So, if Luca is selected now, we need to change to Miku. Load motion. Load recent. She's gonna be the left. Stop. Change to. Actually, Miku, what are you doing inside her dress there? We need to load motion file. And we can actually start. This is how it's supposed to look like. Because they share the same center when it's a multiple model motion. Much better. They're not going to overlap. Even doing some cross dancing here. Watch it. So that's a general idea. You can have, I have a motion up to 11 models, so I've prepared a 12 centered models, and I've also done and saved that as a scene. Just have one model in, add the next, center it, add the next, center it, then remove all the models so that you're gonna have, and it's gonna look like something like this. Yeah, I added a sky, and I have a motion on that as well, so if I can sit completely still, you might be able to see that the sky is actually moving. But anyway, I've changed a little on the colors as well in my saves, because I like them to have a little bit more of skin color, not that kind of dead Android-like dead skin. I don't like that. But this is gonna be 12 models that are centered along with Miku here. And we can load a scene that you've done this on. I advise you to put a model on the last spot, because that is the one that's going to be automatically selected when you load the scene. So whenever you if I've put her up here along the skybox, if she was at this spot and I load the scene, then I couldn't just go in and say I want to load a motion and it's gonna end up on Miku. It will end up on the lowest position, because that's the one that's selected when you load it. So I start from the bottom. That's actually her own voice. So that's it.